Oke, Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want explain for you about Linux Basic. In Linux Basic have uh, have 7 or 8 bab. The first is bab 1, Introduction Linux. In bab 1, Introduction Linux, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 point which we will discuss. The first is what is Linux, and the second, everyday Linux. What is the use? What is the use of Linux like? And 3, why should learn Linux? And after that, what makes Linux great? And 5, what is open source? After that, open source versus closed source. We will compare between open source and closed source. What is difference? And after that, Linux distribution. After that, Linux distribution. There are many distribution of Linux, and later we will can discuss. And after that, Linux architecture. And after that, what is kernel? And this discussion in bab 1, Introduction Linux, and bab 2, installation Linux. In bab 2, installation Linux, have 3 point. The first, how to install Linux, and after that, download image and install Linux command line interface, Ubuntu, and other. And after that, we can try download and install Linux version desktop or GUI. After point 1, access Linux. Access Linux, it can use SSH or Telnet. And after that, shell, and we can explain for you what is the shell. And after that, basic command syntax. We will discuss the most command or basic command. And after that, this tab completion. We can use tab to complete the command. After that, in bab 4, file system and file management. The first, file hierarchy and navigating file, and we can create, delete, copy, and move file or directory, and will catch. And after that, we can search file and listing file and directory. After that, grep, global, regular, expression, print. After that, in bab 5, text editor. In Byte 5, how we use text editor, not editor. Sorry, editor. In Byte 5 have 3 points. The first FI, VI, and nano VIM or FIM. In Byte 6, user and group management. I can explain for you the first user and group. Add user and group, add password, add user to group, and configure sudo. In user and group, I can explain for you what the meaning of user and group, and how to make add user and group, and after that how to make add password, and how to reset password, and after that add user to group, how to add user to group, and last configure sudo. What the meaning is sudo. And after that in Byte 7, controlling access file, the have 2 point. The first file permission. Later we will learn learn how to give permission to a file, and after that manage file permission. So in Linux Basic have 7 bab, and the first introduction Linux, and the second installation Linux, and bab 3 CLI environment, command line interface environment, and file system and file management. After that text editor, user and group management, and the last controlling access file. We will discuss all of that later in the next video. Okay, that's all for me. You wait in the next video about Linux Basic. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.